CHAMPS Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury or are just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of State Champs Live, presented by Lawrence Tech. Now, when I'm out and about and talking about Lawrence Tech, high schoolers think maybe, you know what, I'm not smart enough for LTU. Nonsense. The average GPA at Lawrence Tech is 3.4. So with a GPA of 3.4, Lawrence Technological University requires you to be around average in your high school class. You'll need a mix of A's and B's, very few C's. If you have a lower GPA, you can compensate with harder courses like AP or IB classes. So LTU has a great mix of students on campus, and it's not too big. So much to offer. Begin your future at LTU.edu. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. This week in State Champs history again goes back 15 years, and a professional baseball player was still in his high school playing days. So you got to check that out. My name is Lorne Plant. We are talking college football on today's show. But before we begin, here is today's Hungry Howie's Twitter question of the day. Which spring sport were you most excited for? Baseball, softball, we combine those, lacrosse, track and field, or other. Go there and vote, and we'll read the results tomorrow. So today we're talking a little NAIA college football with the new head coach at Lawrence Tech, Avante Mitchell. Coach, good to see you. How have you been holding up through all of this? After all, no spring camp.
Good to see you, Lauren. Thanks for having me today. It's been a journey, very, very unique times that we're all living in, but we're all experiencing it and kind of getting through it together. The lack of spring ball has been a major void, but we understand that the purpose of that, and we're just looking forward to moving forward.
Absolutely. If you have a question for Coach Mitchell, anything at all, ask on Facebook or Twitter, and I'll ask later in the show. Every college football program is in the same boat. The NAIA and the NCAA do things a little differently. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, and I don't even know if you have the answer to this, but let's say by June 1st, things are beginning to get back to normal. Has the NAIA communicated at all, set a target date that could obviously change as to when they would like to see college fall sports begin assembling for practice?
It's a good question, Lauren. They have not given a hard and fast date per se of when they want us to return. We're kind of, everything is still very fluid, I guess I say. We are shooting for, again, late July, 1st of August, our normal report date, which we kind of have set right now is August 5th, but I am shooting for kind of bumping that down, maybe getting into July to compensate for some of the time we missed in spring ball.
Right. And there's a lot of people out there who don't know the differences between the NAIA and the NCAA when it comes to football.
Mm-hmm. I think the best comparison would be is this, that we are most comparable with Division II. I think oftentimes people think NAIA football is more comparable to Division III, but we are like Division II, a scholarship level football. So we offer actual athletic scholarships to the student athletes that we feel can compete at our level. So that would be the biggest thing right there from a scholarship standpoint, whereas if where Division III cannot offer scholarships.
Got it. Okay. Now, you were on the LTU staff last year. Now you're at the helm. Let's say I'm a high school football player. I want to play college football. Sell me on Lawrence Tech. Sell me on the future, because me personally, Lorne Plant, from an insider's perspective, I know I'm excited about it.
Gotcha. Well, first and foremost, Lawrence Tech as a university is phenomenal. And the education you're going to receive from Lawrence Tech is unparalleled. We're one of the top 10 and top 5 engineering schools in the United States of America at all levels. So that alone sells itself. We have the highest business accreditation that you can have. Only us and another university within state hold that business accreditation for our School of Business. So on that end, academically, future career opportunities, we have phenomenal placement, and then the salaries that you'll earn leaving our university, you'll be very well off leaving our university. From a football standpoint, I mean, things are phenomenal. We are excited to be going into our second conference season. Our core men in our program have worked hard this entire offseason. I know that they're at home right now doing some of the workout plans that Coach Whiting has given our guys to do at home as we try to get through this current situation. But we're looking forward to the things that the future has to offer, and we're excited about competing in the Mid-States Conference.
Absolutely. It's a great football season. There's actually a lot of national champions come out of that particular conference. So what's the style of football that you want to play? What gets you, excited about the kids that you want to look for? I think it's always real important as to, how you're going to be able to compete. It's a great football conference. What's the style that you are going to implement?
We're going to be a very united football team, meaning that all three phases of our team, special teams, offense, and defense, we will all be on page with one another, working together to bring forth the most success that we can. Offensively, we will be versatile. We're going to have a tempo to our offense, not necessarily that we're going to be, flying plays at, 10, 15 seconds per play. I'm not saying that, but we will control the tempo of the game per the opponent that we're playing, the situations that we're in. We're going to use, our run game will start everything. And from there, we will go to, play action, RPOs, vertical pass game, misdirection, things of that nature. Things predominantly, our mission is going to be to put the ball in the hands of our playmakers. That's what's key. We want to get them the ball in space and let them do what we recruited them to do. Defensively, we're going to be an attacking defense. We'll have a second year in our system moving forward, and we will be very aggressive. We're going to be very smart, not necessarily saying that we're going to blitz every down, anything of that nature, but we will do the things it takes to put our athletes in a position to be successful. And we want to hit the other team's quarterback, play in, play out. From a special teams standpoint, I believe we'll be the best special teams unit in the country. We are going to be very smart and wise with what we do. We'll be technically sound, fundamentally sound, and schematically, we're going to get after our opponents, and then we're going to attack the weaknesses in which we see.
Yeah, that's real important. It's all about field position, right? Tell me a
Yes,
little
sir.
bit about your coaching staff and what you love about this group.
I love the energy that our coaching staff brings. They're very passionate. They love our guys. They're bought into what it is that we're trying to do and the program that a culture that we're building and what it is that we're trying to get accomplished. So that's huge. We've got, great continuity. We enjoy one another. I think that's key. We're bringing on some new additions. Terrence Wilson will be our new defensive coordinator, so we're excited about that. I've had a stint with him years ago when I was at Concordia University, great friend of mine. And then we're also bringing in Antoine Manning, who's got a plethora of college experience as well, who will be coming in as our linebackers coach and recruiting coordinator as well. So those are two new additions right now, along with Shane Lacanaria, who will be our quarterbacks coach. He's a local guy. He's got a lot of football experience to be a younger guy. Most recently, he's coming from on the staff over at University of Minnesota, which they just came off of a century, great season. What they, done things that they hadn't done over 100 years in the Big Ten. So we're very pleased to have him with our quarterbacks and also our special teams unit.
Yeah, exactly. Shane Lacanaria, for those who remember high school football, at least just a few years ago, he was doing his thing at Brother Rice. They were state champions. And obviously, Brother Rice's home field is now Lawrence Tech, so it's nice to see that symmetry there as well. Again, you can ask any question for Coach Mitchell, and even if you have a general question about NAIA football, something like that, you can do it inside the Facebook chat. We have others monitoring it as well on YouTube and Twitter, and they'll make sure that I see the questions. So that's coming up in just a minute. But before we do that, tell our audience about the team you have right now. Now, the program has its first full season under their belt. There was an exhibition season before that, but there are several 3-year guys in that locker room, despite it being such a new program. That goes a long way, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That experience, the age, and the opportunities that they've had on the field, they've taken a lot of snaps, even including the exhibition season along with this past season. So we look forward to them going to their third year, their junior year on the field. We've got guys like, our quarterback, Tyler Coca, who's taken a lot of snaps. I mean, he was all-conference player this past season. Kendall Williams is a very, very explosive wide receiver for us. I mean, we got Bobby Florence and McIlvain on the offensive line. So we've got some guys offensively that we're definitely looking forward to. Kai Otero is returning running back for us, very physical ball carrier that is just he's a special teams demon as well. So we look forward to those guys on the offensive side of the ball. And defensively, we've got guys like Robbie Best, who is a safety for us now, very intelligent, high-flying ball player for us. Will Sturts is a D lineman who kind of sets the tone for us up front at our tackle position, along with a few other guys, Miles Young and Drake Berry. So we've got a great core nucleus of guys who are going into their third season that we couldn't be more excited about. We think that what we're going to build around them moving forward, that's going to bring us that grit that we need to move forward within the program.
All right, great. That's a lot of guys. I'm gonna get to your comments here in just a few moments, but first, it's time for This Week in State Champs History.
We go to the Diamond for a Division II battle in 2005 between Dearborn Divine Child and Carlton Airport. DC came in the defending D2 champs, and Airport, one of the top teams in the Huron League. Divine Child would score 2 runs in the top of the 7th and take this one 3-1. The Falcons went on to win its second straight D2 state title later that spring. Chris Rusin was the starting pitcher for DC in the highlights, and he has enjoyed an 8-year pro playing career with the Cubs and the Rockies. In January, he signed a minor league deal with the Atlanta Braves. This Week in State Champs History is presented by Lawrence Tech Athletics. For more information, visit ltuathletics.com.
Divine Child has gone on to win 2 more state championships since 2005. If you would like us to relive a moment in state champs history, send us your suggestions. All right, let's get to the live questions and comments for LTU head football coach Avante Mitchell. And coach, there's a couple here. And one I thought was interesting is, how are you recruiting right now with schools and camps canceled?
So we're doing a lot of, electronic and web-based recruiting evaluations. So that's the primary thing. We are evaluating film from the upcoming class, their junior year. So, I mean, tons and tons of film that we're, shifting between our coaches on the staff, and we're sending our staff members film of guys that we're looking at rather that we really like. We actually have a few 21 offers out already. We had some go out today, actually. So we are working hard, preparing ourselves without the normal situations that we're used to. We're used to being able to get out into camps and going to schools and things of that nature. So we're doing Zoom meetings with recruits. We're FaceTiming with recruits, of course, phone calls, text messages, DMs. So every other resource and outlet that we have, we are using that. It's kind of like if you had, if you lost your hearing or your sight or anything like that, your other senses kind of take over. So we're using all of our other resources as much as possible to stay up to time.
Yeah, I think you answered a lot of what already is being asked out here. If someone's watching right now would like to learn more about you and the LTU football program, how should they reach out?
I would say reach out to us, our coaches, individually on Twitter. We do a lot of recruiting through Twitter, all the social media bases we use, but Twitter will be the predominant one. So DM us, shoot us an email. All of our contact information is on our website. You can, if you need phone numbers, things of that nature, we can share those things with you all as well. But with electronics and things like that, we are very accessible, and we look forward to you guys sending us your stuff so we can get you evaluated and help us build the program.
All right. I want to thank the new head football coach at Lawrence Technological University for coming on the show today. Thanks, Coach, and we will talk again.
Thanks, Lorne. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Time now for the MHSAA clip of the day.
That's your MHSAA clip of the day.
All right, thank you, New Haven Softball. Hey, if you want to send us a video, do it. You too can have your clip be the clip of the day. Connect with us and we'll check it out. Hey, RoboZone is your home for high school robotics. Our executive producer, Denver Rashawn, has gathered up tons of footage from the first couple of weeks of First in Michigan competitions. He's also interviewing teams during the shutdown. We have been covering high school robotics for 5 years, and RoboZone Rewind is in full swing. Download our free State Champs app or search RoboZone Show on social media. We are also streaming our State Champs esports League of Legends matches. In fact, there's a Lawrence Tech University intramural tournament going on right now at our State Champs esports Twitch channel. And if you want to see Denver playing the games that he and I grew up on, I'm talking the Atari 2600. Pitfall was personally my favorite. Check it out. It looks very primitive, but remember, to us, we had never played a game outside of an arcade, so to us, it was mind-blowing. Check it out. All right, let's get to the results of yesterday's Hungry Howie's Twitter question of the day. 311 people voted. Which canceled Winter Sports Championship were you most looking forward to? And the winner, with the majority, basketball, 49.5%. Yeah, I think we were missing all of that. So thank you so much for voting, and vote on today's question at the State Champs Twitter handle. Game Changers is the result of the partnership State Champs has with the Detroit Medical Center. I know some of you are just learning about it. Here's a sample of what it's all about. We have just partnered up with the DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine team, and we are so excited about what we're going to present to you. We've got a series of segments that are going to teach you all about your feet, vision, picking the right athletic shoe. So much great information to help you be the best athlete that you can be. All right, you can find all of our DMC Game Changers segments on our State Champs TV YouTube channel, as well as all the socials. But we have a playlist there on YouTube. Easy to find, new segments uploaded every week. All right, tomorrow we have one of the top-rated running backs in the nation. His name is Donovan Edwards from West Bloomfield High School. 45 offers on the table from some of the biggest programs in the country. We'll get our first look at a player's perspective on the shutdown and more. Please join us at 2 p.m. And if you know of a guest or a topic that we should talk about right here on live, please email our show coordinator, Amanda. Her email address is amanda@yellowflagproductions.com. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time on State Champs Live.
State Champs Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. And the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury or are just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers.